Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. That is not set right. 1 second here. There we go. There we go. Ah, I'm back. No, I'm still upside down. Still upside down. No. Go up. There we go. There we go. I can see me. You can see me. We're all good. How's everyone doing today? Let's get the music going. Yeah, a little bit earlier than normal. Got an appointment. Forgot about. So either I start the stream early or we start the stream tomorrow. So we're just gonna start early. Get it over with. So yeah, today is part 3 of the Prusa build, and all we have left really is the bed assembly, the y-axis, which hopefully shouldn't take too long, and wiring, and then the configuration. So we only have about 2 hours today, a little over 2 hours. So hopefully we can get this to the point that it does its startup calibration. It's like first time calibration. And then next Tuesday we print with it. Sounds good? Sounds good. Sweet, a Mark IV machine. SpongeBob, I'm gonna time you out until you can come back with better material, because I am absolutely sick of the same comment over and over. It's getting really annoying. Now, if you could come back with like an actual critique, by all means, but saying, you know, the same thing everyone else has been saying, well, that's not original. So yeah, put some work in, put some effort in, put some actual effort in. I've got critiques. I've been saying it all along, but they're critiques. You're just unoriginal, and unoriginal is sad. Okay. So how are we doing? How is everyone doing today? It is August. It's August. We're halfway through the summer. Well, technically not really, but kind of, yeah. It depends where you are. I know, like in the States, you guys go back to school really early. But yeah. So let's see, where are we at? Let me pull up the Prusa manual here. Prusa Mark IV manual. Doing great. That's good. What do I not like? A lot of my critiques have been more on the rollout of the machine. The machine's fine. Here's the thing. Yeah, it's slow. Okay, take slow out of the equation. It's still a perfectly serviceable machine. Yeah, it's a little pricey for what it is, but you pay for what you get. It's kind of hard. You're not going to ever beat China quality or China build volume discount. You're just not. The input shaper should have shipped with it. I really would like to see Prusa come out with something that's not a bed flinger, that isn't several $1,000s. They're all critiques, but okay, cool. It's a bed flinger. I worked with multi-tens of thousands. I've worked with CNC machines that cost more than my house that move the bed. You make a good bed flinger. It's when you cheap out that a bed flinger really shit. Matt Shammy gifted a community membership. Cheers. Where is the Prusa Mark IV assembly manual? Maybe if I type assembly. There we go. You're out of year. You're out of year, Logan. Okay, so done. LCD. Oh, okay. So we're on the LCD, I guess. Sweet. So there we go. Prusa XL Mini. Joe, hi. I'm assuming you might watch this at some point, or somebody at Prusa will watch this. You got the AFS, okay? Just take the individual unit from the AFS and sell that as is. Make it compatible with the MMU3, okay? And just sell it as it is with an enclosure. Do that. Do that. No more zip tie bearing holder. Okay, I built a Mark III like last year, and it didn't have zip ties holding the bearings. Like, zip ties holding the bearings haven't been a thing with Prusa in a while, actually. They've upgraded to actual mounts. And we're gonna actually, Hi, resin break. I got to take some resin stuff out because you can't leave it soaking. I'm currently, for those that are wondering, I'm currently working on making a Blade Runner blaster. I have pretty much all the parts printed. I have all the parts printed now. Just the last one is in the resin tank and in the ISO bath, and that just finished. And I can't. You really shouldn't leave it soaking in ISO for too long. So I got to take it out, let it air dry for a bit, and then I can run it through the thing. I'm hoping these darken. I tried finding some resin that is amber colored here in Canada for the grips, and this is all I could find. So I'm hoping once I put it through the curing process, it hardens up or darkens up a bit. Okay, back to the assembly. Mark IV versus Tico when? I do have a Tico calibration cube that I'm going to pull out for reference compared to printers. Oh, and speaking of reference, yeah, I know we're going back off the thing. I've been printing with the Rook. I did a little flexi octopus last night. Okay. So tools we'll need some tools, and there we go. Okay. Before we start this, check what version of the X LCD you have and follow the appropriate instructions. Okay, let's do that. That's the Wi-Fi chip. So here is our screen. Okay. So, before you check which version you have. Okay, so mine is the red one. Okay, mine's the red one. Version B. Okay, so part A. So I don't have part A, so go down to part B. There you go, version B. Okay, cool. So that, I need the screen parts. Okay, I'm hoping it's all in here. Oh, I need a reflector sticker. Reflector sticker. Where is the reflector sticker? Reflector sticker. Reflector sticker? Reflector sticker. Reflector sticker. Thin layer of black alcohol, ink, and immediately wipe it off will do wonders for the grip. If I had that stuff, maybe I would try that, but I don't have that stuff. I'll take a look online if it's not crazy expensive for one thing, but we'll see. Okay. And I'm also gonna need some nuts. Where's my bag of nuts and bolts and screws and whatnot? Are these them? Fasteners 2 of 2. No, where's fasteners 1 of 1? There we go. Let's just make a little bit of room here. Is Clipper worth it versus Marlin? It seems like much of a hassle. Not as much of a hassle as it used to be. Depends a lot on the machine. If you're running something like a Mark III or something that's already like pretty well tuned, you might not notice a huge difference. But if your machine is capable of doing, is already kind of at its limit of what you can do with the existing firmware, Clipper might be a good option for you because it opens up a lot more overhead in terms of capabilities. So if you want input shaper and all the fun stuff that you can do with modern firmware, but you're stuck with like an older 8-bit machine, maybe give it a try. Most of the time you can flash back if you need to. Okay, so M3.6. Where's M3.8? M3.8 RT. These, okay. need some square nuts. I've got one square nut. Oh, the bag fell apart. That's why. Okay, 4 square nuts. A regular nut. And a M3N nut. What the heck is that? Where is that? Are you in here? Are you in here? M3N nut. I have no idea where that is. Or piston. Oh, that's not a piston. Ketone, whatever. It's this thing. I found it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so start by inserting the 2 square nuts into the plastic parts. I could do that. Hey, PF Dennis. But yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to clipper, I'm a big fan of clipper, obviously. I put that shit on everything. But it depends. Like, you need a Raspberry Pi or equivalent on hand. So if you're already running a printer and you already have a Raspberry Pi on it for Octoprint, you might as well put clipper on it at this point, especially if it's an older machine. You're just going to get more. You know, input shaping's fun. You know, especially on older machines that weren't as well built as current machines. You know, the ones that are a little bit more flimsy. Prusa Mk4. A Prusa Mk4. Here's the thing. Are you currently having any issues with the existing clip or firmware on it? If yes, try clipper. If no, install the reflective. So that comes off and that goes across the bottom there. So there's this little curved area here on the bottom, and that sticker goes in there. Okay, here's my thing. Do you have a Mark III's? Wait till you can buy an extruder by itself. Slap a Pi 02 in it, put clipper on it, run input shaper with an extruder. If I had a Mark III, that's what I would do for upgrading, which I do have a Mark III, by the way. So maybe I'll make a series out of it. But it would be an extruder, clipper. Those are your 2 biggest bang for the buck upgrades you could do to a Mark III right now. Fortunately, you can't buy an extruder standalone right now. So that. Okay. And then we put our nut in that hole. So let me see, do I still have it? I gotta grab one. So anytime I gotta install these M3 nuts, what I usually end up doing is using a longer M350 or something screw. Start the nut on the screw, have the head poke past it a little bit, and then use that to kind of force it in. And then you can make sure it's straight and whatnot. Okay. That goes there. Yeah, you can see they're showing you how to do it there. And then, so it says Prusa LCD. And that slides on. Like that. It just kind of slides over it, okay. And that just goes in, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna peel off this film right now. Wait, do that. Ooh. Look. You guys can see yourself. Everyone wave at chat. Has Prusa enabled the touchscreen? I'm not sure. And to be honest, I don't care. I don't like touchscreens. That's just me though. I mean, to be fair, it should come with all the functionality it should have. I just honestly don't care about touchscreens. I think they're kind of a waste, especially on a 3D printer. There's so a little notch it's got to slide into. Come on. There we go. Okay. And those get screwed in with Torx screws, which hopefully I have the actual driver for, and I didn't misplace it. What just triggered Steve's OCD? I don't know. What did Steve say? Is Steve here right now? Is Steven in here? I don't know. There we go. I peeled it too soon. Well, I wouldn't have been able to peel it once this is on. Still 24. It's 24 volts. There's no AC bed in this thing. There we go. Remember, you are screwing into plastic here. The last thing you want to do is strip the threads out. So just be careful when you're screwing it in. Okay, other side goes on. And there's 2 screws. Avoid scratching the LCD while tightening the screws. Okay. So 1 screw there, 1 screw there, and then 1 screw goes here with this little shim piece, which is a ground underneath. Okay. Let's get this top one on. Do a live MMU3. Here's the thing with the MMU. I do not do colored prints. It's not something I do. I just don't, okay? So if I got an MMU, it would be strictly for content for the channel. And I don't know if I could justify it, unfortunately. We'll see. I gotta start printing parts for the VZ bot because that build's gonna start in 2 weeks. Because tomorrow will be the last, or tomorrow, next week will be the last Mark IV stream. And then after that, it's VZBot Tuesdays. So. I am not keeping 3D printing alive. You are, because I am a single person. I cannot buy that many printers. I have a lot of printers, but I cannot buy that many printers to keep an entire industry alive. Hello from Chile. Hello there. I don't even know if I'm using the right one of these. Strip this one. There we go. Okay. Prepare the cables. M310s, okay. So M310s for these. 3, 4. Okay. And we got the cables, which are right here. I got a ground cable and wires. All the ground all the things. Grounding is good. Also, I finally got an LCT water bottle that isn't like absolutely tiny. Oh, hi Joe. Follow the manual. Well, that's the point of this thing. Why else would it exist if it wasn't to follow it? So since you're here now, Joe, hi, the AFS, the individual printers in the AFS, sell those individually as like a machine that exists between this and the XL. Please, Kay, thanks. Okay. So we got that, That goes into there. Is there, everyone say hi, Joe, by the way. Where's the wrist strap? Are both these sides the same? I think they're both the same. Yeah, I think they're both the same. Okay. So that goes like that with the purple color band towards the top, I guess. And that just snaps in. Man, this is like, you remember IDE cables? Remember for those that built computers back in the day before SATA? Remember IDE cables? Back in my day. Am I going to put the Mark IV on alpha? I'm gonna build it stock. I'm basically gonna follow the manual to a T, and then once it's up and running, then we'll play around with the like the alpha firmware with input shaper and whatnot. So for now, we're just gonna go. We're gonna build it as per the manual, and then we'll fiddle around with it later. Square connector. Slide the connector onto the fitting. Okay. Okay. That goes there. Ultra wide SCSI cables. That's a little before my time. Does ERCFA work? It does. I don't use it because, again, I don't do a lot of multicolor, unfortunately. So multi-material systems don't really interest me a ton. I've got the AMS obviously on the Bamboo, and that's about as far as I get when it comes to multicolor. And that's why I'm interested in the XL, because it's a multi-material. There's a difference between having a single nozzle setup and shoving different filaments through it versus actual true tool changing. That is true multi-material. Okay, so we got the knob on it. So, like, to be honest, I'd like to try out any tool changing machine, but it seems the XL seems to be the one with the most polish. Okay, so 4 screws and it's held on. Okay. So where'd those 4 screws? There we go. BRB coffee. I should have got coffee. I did not get coffee today. I should have made coffee, because as you know, we're live a little earlier than normal right now. Because unfortunately I got to end the stream kind of early today. So it was either, I'll try and get all these started first. It was either do the stream tomorrow which is not a normal day. And I think somebody else already streams in that time slot. I try not to interfere with other people's normal stream times. Okay, how am I gonna... I'll just let it hang off the front. There we go. Is it Modbot tomorrow? Is Daniel tomorrow? I thought he was like, doesn't he do like Thursdays? Okay, I got one screw here that doesn't want to go in. Come on. Joe's leaving. Take care, Joe. If you're going to the East Coast Rep Fest, see you there. Okay. That goes on, that goes on, that goes on. And they come across there. So there's these nice little clips now that hold everything. So instead of the Mark III way where you just kind of shove it all into the extrusions, there's actually a proper wire guide to hold all this. Of course, the wire guide works better when you actually slot it into the wire guide. M310s. Connecting the power supply. Okay. So that goes like that. Okay. That comes across like that. Okay. So flip this back up. Get the cables for that, which are right here. And some M310s. And the most structural component for a Prusa, zip ties. I don't even know if these are the right zip ties. Are these the right zip ties for this kit? I don't know. It's a bundle of zip ties. Zip ties or zip ties? Okay. So we got that. We got those. Is that black cable there? Yep. Okay. Okay, so let's put this with the power supply up. I'm gonna try and angle this in a way where you guys can see as much as you can, but I don't want to break this, so we're gonna have to be a little finicky here. Okay. So remove the left screw on the power supply and put a ground in. Okay. So what size screws do I need for this? Phillips. Oh yeah, also, if you haven't yet, every stream we do give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. I don't know if I said it at the beginning of the stream. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win that. So go ahead, do that now. And then also the whole YouTube disclosure. I don't need to do one because I bought this printer myself with my money. Well, your money technically, because you pay me. So yeah. So if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, links in the video description for that. Because it allows me, one, pay my mortgage, but two, buy cool things like this to build on channel and show off. Hello, Calvin. You want to come say hi? How come you come out here? What brings you out to Daddy's shop? You want to help me? Okay. So let me see if I can find something for you to do. Okay. So we got to take this cable here. Okay. Mark 4 buddy power. So this one's buddy power. Well, I guess they're both the same. Yeah.
Buddy power.
Buddy power, yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you can reach these. Whoa.
I need these.
Okay, don't touch those. Okay, yeah, you're not gonna be able to help. These are too high up. Can you spin? Yeah, see, that's too high for you. What you need to do is come back when you're a little bit taller. Okay, can you go inside and grow a little bit? Like maybe another foot and come back, okay? Can you do that for me?
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Mama!
Oh no, did you?
Dad!
Are you stuck?
Yes, Mama, we found these.
Yeah. There you go. What, you're coming out now too? I'm trying, here I am. Trying to build a printer. And I've got this guy. Huh? Get over here, get over here. You come out here, you come over here, you want pets, and now you want back inside.
Go. Fine.
Yeah.
Go.
Now, he's being a butt. It's a... It's like, I want out, I want in, I want out. I don't know what I want. Okay, so we're connecting the wires to the terminal. There's two bundles of wires, black and red. So the two red, then the two black. And one side has forks and one has I don't know, the circle side. Make sure the fork side goes in here. And for this, you can use your LTT store screwdriver, which, if anyone happened to have gone to LTX and happens to have a spare stubby, I'm not saying I will reward you if one shows up in my PO box, but you will have my eternal gratitude, and I'd be willing to pay. Okay, so that's on. I just did this. Oh, that's just how to do it. Okay. Check all the connections, give them a little tug, make sure nothing comes out. Don't tug too hard or you'll rip it. It's not a Beyblade. Okay, so there's another black little wire here. And that is, I'm assuming, so that they can communicate with the controller for like PSU and Power Panic and all that. Okay. Then we put the cover on. Some M310s. Easy peasy. If I can find the Allen key. Allen! You think the next extruder obsidian nozzles? Why aren't you extruding it? Did I miss it? Next extruder obsidian nozzle. Do they make an obsidian nozzle for the next extruder? I thought most people would run the adapter, which I need to get. They didn't have any in stock. There we go. Okay. That. Those come out and they go right through these. Okay, so that stays there. So this comes out and over. There we go. Look at this. Look at this nice little wire run. Okay. So the Z motor cable goes there, and it looks like you zip tie it to what? What am I? Oh, there's a little hole in the frame. Would you look at that? Red Panda Zombie, thank you for coming, member. Cheers. So there's a little zip tie point here, so you can keep this motor wire in this little notch here. There you go. And then we guide that all through there with some zip ties. Neat. First, it just can't, they can't resist the allure of structural zip ties. Although for wire management, it's okay. Also, it helps if you put the zip tie in the right way. There we go. Use my taking apart Ender 3 to build a heat set insert rig. There you go. I'm tempted to use mine as a an overhead camera rig once I get an overhead camera. There you go. Same thing there. Bada bing bang boom. Oh, I forgot this. That goes through there. There we go. Is there a zip tie on the other side of that? I don't. Oh, I do see one. Okay. Go. Pair of tweezers probably come in handy around here. There we go. Okay, connecting the X and Y motor cables. So X and Y are those, okay. Okay, so Y is the inner one, X is the other one. Okay. So where did I run the Y cable? Was I supposed to run the Y cable somewhere? Up and out. Okay, well. Was it, did I miss something? Because if I remember correctly, the last time we touched the Y cable, it was like, stuff it in this little trench here. And I haven't touched it since. So obviously I gotta run a wire here. So 1 second. I must have missed it. I must have missed it. So Y goes there. Yeah, I must have missed it or something. Yeah, well, he tucked it into the frame, but now I actually have to run it into the actual controller. That's not a huge deal. Okay, Y goes there. And X. Goes there. Okay. Okay, so those are those. Join the power cable. Yeah, that's just what I did. That's just what I did. Connecting the PSU parts. So we need those guys, which I saw them. Where are they? I saw those screws. Where are they? Here they are. And zip ties. Good old zip ties. Okay. So connect that with an M36. Okay, so where's M36? Okay. So we connect our ground first. Yeah. Okay, 1 second here. A little bit of cable management. Okay, that one ain't gonna work. Maybe just the one clip. There we go. No. Anything in here? No, that's garbage. That goes into there. There we go. So we've attached the ground cable. Wait, does that go into, where does that, oh, it goes into there. My bad. Oh, so it doesn't interfere. I put it in the wrong, I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong hole. I mounted it to the circled hole, not the frame. I swear it doesn't happen that often. There we go. There we go. Okay. And so that black wire connects to that connector. Again, I'm sorry I don't have an overhead camera for this. I'm just connecting it where it tells me to connect it. Simple as that. So. So you got that black wire connects to there, and then we got our power. Work. Okay, where did I put those? Right here. Got to print a hamster wheel. There we go. And it's actually cool enough in here. I'm actually wearing the apron today, so. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Okay, so we got, well, this kind of sucks. I don't have enough slack. Shoot. These two reach. These two don't. Maybe, 1 second here. Oh, they reached. Okay, good. Good. I just had them backwards. Okay, so red, black, red, black. What's the, where's the smash button? It's next to the become a member of the channel button. You should do both for good measure. How many can the Pi 3 run? I've heard they can run 4. I've never tried running more than one. I know you can run multiple printers off the same Pi. That's actually something I've just never done. You could try 4. Worst that can happen, it don't work. It's not like you would break anything. You would just have to redo some firmware stuff. Rising early, less heat. Yeah, but there's also less viewers because all my my North American audience is still in bed or at work. So now I'm hanging out with the European folks. Actually, let's do a little poll right now. Let's pump up those. Okay, where are you? Are you North America? You EU? And by EU, I'm including England. I'm not like just Europe or other. And if you're British, don't be like, oh, mother, I'm not in the EU. Yeah, you're Europe. Okay. So there we go. So we got that. Secure the cables. Okay, I can do that. Zip tie them there and zip tie them there. Oh, okay. There we go. Well, that, like, put the zip tie in there, but it doesn't really want to go that way. I am on the moon. Okay then. Neighbors across the street, I think, are putting a pool in. So that's all I'm hearing right now is heavy equipment, doing heavy equipment things. It's always fun. Oh, I did these wrong. There's an up and a bottom. Maybe that's why those don't fit. Oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. Aha. Come on, no, you... Don't think I'm using the right zip ties. I'm thinking I'm using too short zip ties here, but... Aha, gotcha. There we go. That makes more sense. There we go. Okay. There's 2 holes on these for the zip ties. I thought it just went, there was like one, but there's like a upper and a down. Cause I'm trying to zip tie it and it's pulling it on top of the plastic. And I'm like, that's not how this should work. Like this won't work. And it's like, no, there's an upper and a lower hole. There's 2 holes. There are 4 lights. There we go. Okay, that makes way more sense. There we go. There we go. So, look at that wire management. We'll say, after building the Rook in this compared to like the VZ-Bot, it's nice working on a printer that doesn't weigh a billion pounds. Okay, another zip tie for this motor. And anytime you're doing electrical, take your time. Take your time, do it right the first time, because it's always a pain if you have to redo electrical. Do it right the first time. Connect the LCD. Okay, so the purple one goes towards the battery. I can do that. go. Okay. Zip tie all that in there. Connect the extruder cable. So that's the this bundle of joy right here. Okay, so it says zip tie these together first. So let's zip tie all these ones first. So let's see here. So do the 2 bundles at the bottom. They don't really slide too good. Yeah. There you go. Okay, good enough. 1, 2. Connect this guy. And then, so we connected this guy, and now we connect the other 2 bundles of joy. Yay. And then apparently gummies. Because that's why we build these printers. We build these printers so we can eat gummies, right? That's the point. You buy the gummies, you get the printer for free or something. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I've built a Mark III, okay? I've built a Mark III. This looks a heck of a lot better than the electrical box on a Mark III, on the controller box. Hey? I don't know about you, but that looks a heck of a lot better than the wiring box on a Mark III. There's so much room for activities. Did you know that some gummy bear manufacturers offer sugar-free versions of their candy, which are sweetened with artificial sweeteners like maltitol or stevia? Don't eat sugar-free gummies unless you're a YouTuber looking for a challenge. Okay, almost there. I will eat 1 gummy. I am not a gummy person, but I will eat 1 gummy. Unless they've all melted. Where did I even put them? Uh-oh. Oh, here they are. Don't eat sugar, period. Sugar is good for you. I hate a brown gummy. It's chewy. How does it build compared to a Mark III? More refined. It's much more streamlined. And it feels more modern. It's like, at the end of the day, it is basically just a newer version of the same machine, right? It's just a newer version of the i3. But it's definitely, you could tell it's more modern. Prusa manual stacks up against the 4L manual. I would give it to the Prusa manual. They're different types of manuals though. Remember that. Okay, so now we need the bed. Where did I put the bed? It's been a while since I saw the bed. Is it over here? Is this the bed? You're the bed. You're the man now, dog. Okay, so actually I got a flex plate on here, so goodbye flex plate. Here's the bed. Heat bed, 24 volts, Mark 4. Ooh. So if you built a Mark 3, this should look, oh, shoot, 1 second here. My resin thingy broke. Do you all fit on here? Hopefully you all fit on here now. I'm trying to make all these things fit on the carousel while it spins and hardens and does the thing that it does. Okay. So we've got the bed. I need some wires and some nuts. So I've got some wires here and I've got some nuts there. Okay. So you go there. Don't need you right now. So okay, it is important to connect the power cable correctly before you start the assembly. Have a look at the pins. The one on the left is ground and it must be connected to the black wire. Okay. And there's going to be a side of the wires with and without stickers, and we want without the stickers. Okay, so that. Okay, and an M10 with a washer and a lock nut. M10 with a washer. Where are my washers and the lock nut? These the M3 washers, yep. So 2 washers. And lock nuts. Where are my M3 lock nuts? Lock nuts. Lock nuts. M10, M310, not M10. M10's kind of big. I've used M10, not in printers, but. Okay. So, washer, that, and lock nut. Okay. That goes like that, that goes like that, that goes like that. That, and tighten. Make sure it's nice and tight. You really don't want this getting loose on you. That would be bad. Okay. And then we put the other one on, and it looks like they come together, so you want them to angle together. Okay. Is friendship is magic and magic is a balloon. What are your friendships is a ruse? Isn't that My Little Pony or something? Okay, so those are both angled in towards each other. Okay. Okay, that. Now tighten both screws firmly, sweet. Okay, so I need some nylon, which I have here. And I need some cover plates, which are, not that. Y carriage and heat bed, sweet. And M310s and regular nuts and textile sleeve. Okay, so this and this. Put some nuts in them. Completely misplaced that M350 that I had earlier. Go grab another. Okay, so there's 3 of these we put in. Ooh. Yeah, that'll work. Just a little stringy on the print, but it's functional. Really close to NAEU. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. This early, I must have a, then again, this is more of a tech channel. So I would expect there'd be a good chunk of my audience that works either remote or in offices or in places where they can watch me while at work. If this was like, I don't know, a generic gaming channel, the numbers probably wouldn't be the same. I doubt we have many blue collar workers working on the line at like Ford's watching right now. Okay. Assemble that and that. Okay, so place a heat bed, cover bottom on like, okay, so this goes like that. We've got this piece of nylon that goes into the middle, or what? Oh, the thermistor wires. Okay, so we get these thermistor wires. Okay. Looks like they come up through the middle. Okay, and they go through the bottom here. Okay. And then that goes into there. And it sticks out, okay. Is there a hook on one of these ends? No, okay. And then you want it looping towards the printer, okay. Okay. And then that screws in there. Okay. I see. Okay. .310. Is it an M310? M310. Is this M310? That looks like M310. That looks like M310. We'll go with it. Okay, so that's that. This still loops inward like it was supposed to. Okay, so we put that on there. Okay, and then we sleeve it up to there. One of these days I will print the tool to make this easier. Not this day, but one of these days. There we go. When will the painting the door stream? I don't think I'm going to paint it. I'm just going to cover it with something. I've already got the, I started sticker bombing the panel I got on it. I'm going to get a bigger panel and just glue that current panel on top of it or something. I'll make it work. I hate these broken sleeves. I hate these sleeves. Well, that is that. That goes to there. And then you put the top on. Okay. Hello from the land down under. What are we at right now? Shoot. I won't say I'm running out of time, but we're gonna have to end the stream early today, so I'm hoping to get this kind of there we go. They just announced it. Self-extinguishing PETG. Well, that's cool. Yeah, they've been having. I think Prusa Mk's been a very good. The fact that like. You have to read the writing on the wall. Markets change all the time, and it's kind of smart that Prusa is kind of divested into things other than printers right now. So you got Prusa Mk, you got printables. Like, they're being smart. They're being smart. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, now I gotta wrap the rest of this sleeve. So while I do that, I'm gonna do my little shout out speech thing. So content like this is sponsored by you guys because I had to buy this kit. So if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do so we can continue to do cool stuff like this, consider becoming a channel member. Or if you need to just, you just want to buy some stuff that you're going to buy anyway, there's links in the video description, affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra, but they go a long way in supporting the channel. Or if you're feeling really generous, consider gifting memberships to others. I know we didn't do one last month, just because last week, just because it was kind of busy with family vacations and whatnot. But hopefully Thursday will be this month's members only live stream. So every month I do a live stream with just members of the channel and Patreon supporters. So if you don't want to miss out on that, you need to be a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter. So, oh, it beeped. And also, buy some merch. Only Benchy's hat, and some other merch. Working on getting a few more designs out there. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Okay. What beeped? It was the resin. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then you gotta twist this, and you want to twist it so that way it doesn't accidentally like slip out. Red Panda Zombie gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. And Marcel gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers. Okay, let's see. How did these turn out? I printed 2 sets of them in different orientations, but so these are the grips for the Blade Runner blaster I'm making. So they kind of work. I wish, I don't know. I would say that's amber. Would you say that's amber? That's amber. Problem is I'm gonna have to polish them up, which is gonna be interesting to see how those come out. Focus on the thing. Focus. Focus. There you go. There you go. So, and these are solid, by the way. I printed them solid. Hi, David, if you're here. Candy grip. It does look like, well, they're amber. They're supposed to be amber. But that was like the only amber I could find on Amazon Canada is like this random Korean brand I've never heard of. So it's kind of like, let's roll the dice. Okay, now we're working on the bed. Sweet. So Mark IV upgrade. These steps are for the, okay, we're not doing the upgrade. What's going on? Why is it saying upgrade? Okay. Well, we're not doing the upgrade, so there we go. Okay. So we need that. We need these 3. 1, 2, 3. And rubber bearing pads. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I need some bearings. Do some car polish. That might work, maybe. Would I need to seal it? I don't know. I've never actually done anything big with resin where I've like, everything I print on resin just kind of sits on a shelf, right? But this will be the first time I actually try and do like a full actual like prop thing out of resin. Because I've done some resin stuff that's been painted. Some parts on the Mando suit are resin, but it's all painted. Whereas this, like some of it, it's all mostly going to be painted, but not all of it. Okay. So I need the 8mm spigot, which is this one, I think. So the thing is, I don't know if I got enough juice in here. I think we're running kind of low on the lube. Yeah, maybe we got enough. Well, that's it. Add a lube. No more fun times. Use a gummy. And I overlubed. More lube is always better. Okay. More lube is good. Means you're having a good time. Okay. Oh, and there's like a clear plastic thing I need. Oh, there's a clear pad. Okay. Okay, on your screen, you might be able to see these three. On mine, the white balance, like the way, like I got a shitty monitor here, right? It's an old TV. I can't see these. These three pieces right here, I can't see. I can't see them. Like it just blends into the background. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so M3/8s, 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 M3/8s. Where's M3/8s? No, okay, so you, no, you still got screws. Where? M3/6, M3/8, 7. There we go. M3/8. Okay. So, push the end through the bearing clip, insert the rubber pad. So rubber, okay, so, and then get them started. Okay. Flip you over. Rubber, and then clear. Okay, and then just kind of get them started, it looks like. One, two, three. Okay. And then slide the bearing in. Okay, cool. So let's get these all set up. Monitor's contrast is way too high. Probably. I mean, it probably doesn't help. This is a Samsung Sync Master from like 2012. That's a TV. It's like a 24-inch TV. I mean, I've got component in on this. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on? There we go. Hole wasn't punched through all the way. HoloLens when? I don't know. I played with the Rift S the other day, or yesterday. I was actually playing some VR for the first time in a very long time. And it's kind of like, wow, there's still no new good games for VR. which kind of sucks. Okay. And remember, there is a way that you put the bearings in. You're supposed to be orientated, so make sure you follow the manual for that. If you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. HoloLens for monitoring chat. Oh, well, the problem is it would have to be something that doesn't obstruct my actual view, right? So I would need something like the, what is it, the Zach Freeman? Or not Zach Freeman. Voidstar Labs, that guy. It would have to be a setup like Voidstar Labs where it's just a single eyepiece. I would play with Beacon. I have not. I was going to put one on the VZ bot, but then I didn't, because the VZ bot that I built has a segmented, or not segmented, but individual magnets in the bed, and I wouldn't be able to probe the whole bed. And I don't really see the point of getting a probe that's kind of designed to be able to probe a whole bed fast if you can't probe the whole bed. Especially when I never probe the whole bed. I just do like 3 corners and go. So on something like a CR10 or some like large frame printer, like large format printer where you kind of want to run a bed mesh, it makes a bit more sense, I think. I'll put one on the VZ bot, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I probe the whole bed and save. That's pretty much what I do. Any machine that I run a mesh, I save the mesh. I only do it once. So saving time, like, in case you guys haven't caught on, I really don't care about speed. Speed doesn't really bug me because, again, multiple printers, so fastest printer is more printer. And then a fast probe, wow, I saved 3 minutes on my startup time on a 24-hour print. So speed isn't really, like, it is somewhat of a selling factor to me, but it's not a massive one. So. Okay, so we got those in. There's your orientation. You need to make sure you have them in the right way. There we go. We got that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we need these holders here. How do we save a bed mesh? You just, in Clipper, you just save it as your bed mesh. Like, it's just, and then you call it up. Okay, so these 4 M310s, all the M310s. How many M310s does this thing use? The answer, yes. Yes, M310s. A bunch later. Okay. Square nuts, which are everywhere because I dropped them, and smooth rods. Well, these will be the only smooth rods left. Okay. So where are these smooth rods? Right over here. Ah, come on. Okay, now carefully insert the rods into the bearings. Do not apply too much force in case you manage to push out some of the balls. Don't lose your balls, kids. Insert the shaft into the hole gently. Try not to lose your balls. There we go. here. Okay. Put those in, so I need to put some nuts into these slots. At this point, it's pretty much become a game, I'll be honest. You're triple tasking. You're working, listening, and more. Ooh, elaborate on the more. Okay, so that's that, that's that. Those are in. Slide those on with the gap towards the middle. Okay, I don't think these are orientated any specific way. So. Okay. Okay, so now we put this on. So we turn that towards me. And then we're looking at the front. This goes like that. So the one on the right and the two on the left. And they fit into like little slots, I guess. Okay. And 310s from the front. And 310s from the front. Okay. Right size. No, that's not the right size. Yeah. That's the right size. It's never the booze's fault. Boozing already? My brother in Christ, it's 11:40 a.m. Island time. Nearly midnight here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. It's in Australia. Oh. Well, in that case, good day. Watch out for the drop bears and throw another shrimp on the Barbie. Kyle, $2.99, cheers. How come no one seems to use a BL touch on a Voron? because they don't seem to work too well. They don't like heat. BL touches will cook in a boron, and they're actually not that accurate for the type of uses we're using. We've had reliability issues with them. It's like motion systems. It's like a lot of things. If there's a reason a lot of people aren't using it, usually there's a reason. And with these, because there's 2 screws and it's an alignment thing, make sure you start both screws before you actually tighten it. So get both screws started and then worry about tightening them. The last thing you want to do is like tighten one screw and it'll be out of position and then you force the other screw in. Wiki, 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 wiki. Okay, so we've got that. Align the rods. They seem to be pretty aligned to me. Okay. I need these parts. I damaged my bed because my BL Touch Pro melted. There you go. Another reason to use. BL Touches are like, I don't know. They were a thing like 5 years ago and they just kind of, I don't know. Better things have come out, I think. Okay, where is... These are spares. That's garbage. Okay. There's the cover. There's a screwdriver. Oh, here we go. Like, I better not be losing stuff already. Assemble the Y belt. Okay, so what do we need here? Okay, so I need a lock screw. Okay, you go bye-bye. Oh man, all these baggies are getting really annoying. There we go, lock washer, there we go. Okay, insert the M3N nut into the Y belt holder. Ender 3 to have load cells. Here's the thing, when you're having a nozzle probe setup, even with something like tap, you need to have a really rigid setup for it to work optimally. And I don't know about you, but Enders aren't exactly the most rigid printers. Okay. So we insert that M3 lock nut. Lean the printer on the right side. PSU down. Okay. Okay. Put the pin in the spinny thing. And take... Okay, a belt. Okay, take a belt and put it in there. And insert an M310. Okay. So tooth up. I will say the belts slide into these parts really nicely. Like in terms of like print tolerance and whatnot, these belts slide into these parts. Every part I've had to slide a belt in has slid in like butter. And then you put an M310 in here and this locks it in place. So that's nice. So this is kind of cool. It's got like a little, like, you know how a drywall anchor works? So you put your belt in and then what you do is you put this M310 screw in here, and it like opens up the split part here, and it grips the belt even more. Like here, if you are into designing printers at all, download the CAD. I don't know, can you have is the CAD for this released yet? But either way, look at like how the files are designed for a Voron or a Mark III or a Mark IV or any of the Prusas or any other like printer like this, and just don't be afraid to borrow ideas. Okay, so what am I looking at here? So that's an M310. Okay, so that's on the back. Okay. Goes around. And then put in the other one. Okay. Get in your thing. There you go. Okay, and then we do the same thing on this one. Where is that little thing I was using to push it down? That'll work. So that goes in like that. Okay, and 310 goes in and that locks it in place. How are we on 48? Okay. Long bolt because I did that and the washer started to move. So, oh yeah, be careful. Okay, yeah, so put that part in there. Okay, and then the tensioner. I really like how they did the tensioners on these now, where they all just slide in. Even the X one, you just pop it in. So you just got your pin here, put it through your pulley, kind of just wrap your belt around it. And then you slide it up into the slot, and then when you pull it towards you, that locks into place. And then, yeah, see, it hooks up, so it goes up on an angle, and then when you pull it forward, it locks into a hook, so you can kind of pop it out. And then an M310. This one you don't tighten all the way, I don't think. Okay, 1 second here. Let me get that in there. Okay, cool. Okay. Attach the Y belt tensioner to the right. Do not over tighten the screw. Okay, insert the M540 in from the front, and that tightens it. Okay, M540. 540. This is easy to compare. Oh yeah, if you're wondering like the comparison between like the complexity of building a Prusa compared to a Voron, it's no comparison. Prusas are easy peasy lemony squeezy. Like maybe a switch wire would be near the same. There we go. Okay, now we're tightening those. Okay, tensioning the Y belt. Move the Y carriage all the way to the back using a finger on the left hand. Push the belt down. A medium force should be needed to squish the belt until both belts set. Okay. Actually feels pretty good there. Maybe one more turn. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Okay. And then once that's done, tighten that other screw on the bottom. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Y assembled. Make sure that that rides in the middle. We're good. Oh yeah. Ooh. Wiki, 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 wiki. Installing the expansion joints. M36R, okay. Where are all these stupid M36Rs? Oh, here we go, M36R, okay. Install 8 M36R to the outer holes in the Y carriage. Do not tighten them completely. A few turns is enough. And we just put these round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. The tensioner app. That is something I might play with in the future. Right now I'm just trying to get this, I'm kind of, fortunately, running out of time. I want to get this at least built today. So that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next Tuesday, we could power it up for the first time. Although I would like to power it up once on this stream, just to make sure that, you know, no sparky sparks. Because I don't know about you, you know, as much as I could use some more content for the intro, which I really need to update that intro video. It's getting a little old. If that happens at the beginning of the stream, that kind of kills the content for the rest of the stream. Okay. So we get these guys now. So these are little expansion joint thingies. Okay, install the expansion. Slide the expansion joint to the side of the, make sure the expansion joints are correctly orientated. So you slide them in from the side. Okay. And then you gotta hold them while, oh, and they gotta go in a certain orientation. Okay. Okay. So. I got the one hook. Right. Okay. So so I'm assuming this kind of negates the need to do that silicone mod that a bunch of people do that I never bothered with. Yeah, check, you did set 35. Oh, I didn't put the lock nuts in. Oh. Oh, I just didn't put the those lock in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do those in a second. Need the expansion joints for born? Not really, actually. Like it really depends. Here's the thing, like I've never had a worry about like my bed ever on a Voron. Like they've all been flat enough for the stuff I'm printing, put it that way. On the larger machines, maybe, and for those that do like the really high use count, maybe. Also, remember, this is a Mark 42 bed. This isn't a cast aluminum tooling plate. Okay, so we got a bunch of these itty bitty ones, and we got a spacer. So spacer goes in the middle. Okay. With a... Okay, so this is where I need all these stupid little ones. Okay, here we go. So these guys, and there should be one of these guys. There we go. Okay. And where is my driver? Right here. At least I didn't strip this one. Okay. Get my bed. So the middle goes in there. That goes through here. That goes on, yeah. Okay. Place a spacer in the Y carriage. Put the peep head in. Do not fully tighten the screw yet. Insert the M. Do not fully tighten the screws yet. Okay. After all the screws are in place, tighten them in the following sequence. Okay. So let's get these all kind of in somewhat position. What's the loss counter at? Billions and billions. I'm basically going until it's finger tight and then backing off like a quarter turn. I do like how I do have extras. That's always nice. Okay, so do the center first. Okay, the 4 edges. And then more outside corners. There we go. Now I gotta put those piece ones I missed in. Oh, forgot. I didn't put the nuts in. Yeah, all the printed parts come with the kit. All the printed parts come with the kit. I didn't put those in. Shoot. Okay. 1 second. To our mark. I know. I've got a little bit of time. The appointment's at 1. I just forgot to put these screws in here to lock the rods in position. Am I nuts? I'm crazy in the coconut. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh no. Oh no. I got one left. If you're wondering what I'm doing, this is an earlier step I missed. It was just putting the nuts that just hold the rods in place. Butter. Okay. Guiding the cables, part this. Okay, cool. So those go in that hole. And there's a cover plate I need. Where's that cover plate? Easy breezy, beautiful cover plate. Cover plate. Cover plate. Uh-oh. Cover plate. Cover plate. So many bags. Y carriage, no. Nope, nope, nope. your spares. Your spares. Oh, here we go. Whew. How many steps are there? Yes. Okay. So that goes in there. Place the red cable on the right of the terminal. Okay. Okay. Where is those two? There we go. Okay, so red on the right. Black on the left. And then the thermistor plugs in like so. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. And then you just put that cover plate on with M36s. Sweet. And there's a little hole, and that just goes to the top. Have I seen pinball? Not, I won't say I've seen that before because I really don't print with PETG that often, so. That's really not something I would know about because I don't think I have any Prusa Mk4 PETG to begin with. Okay, so that's that. Bottom belt adjustment, they put a screw right under the belt. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's not hugely. Okay, verify everything is good. I don't know. Okay, pause. Does that look good? That looks good. Install the ESP module. Sweet. Okay, so cool thing. Hey, do you want to do Wi-Fi on your printer? Install this thing. Are you in a secured facility or in a place where the IT department doesn't want things connected to the network? Don't install this thing. Simple as that. Boom. It literally just plugs into a port on the back. And there's a little cover plate. That I really like. It means absolutely nothing to me, but you know, there's a whole market that Prusa, literally being able to do this. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Being able to do that opens a completely different market for this printer. Well, it's an opt-in. It's included with it. Like Wi-Fi is included, just a dongle. Okay, yeah, it literally just pops in there. And if you don't want Wi-Fi, you don't install it. Simple as that. Okay, now we gotta put the cover on, so I'm just gonna flip this on the side, just make it a little easier. M36s and M310s. Okay, push M310s through. Can you put your own gigabit? Probably not. It's an ESP module, so it's only going to be like it. Remember, this is running off an STM32. Like, how fast do you need to put files on it? Okay. So that. Okay. So the bottom goes on first, it looks like. It's pretty slow over Wi-Fi. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about the Wi-Fi speeds on this. Okay, I need one more M36. I'm down. I need one more M36. Don't make me go digging through. I've got literally the last screw that I need on this frickin' printer assembly. I have to go digging in my parts bin because I've lost it. Why are so many hating on the use of? I don't think they're hating on it. It's just it's kind of an archaic way of doing it. Like, I don't know. All my printers run Clipper, or pretty much all my printers that I build run Clipper. So it's just kind of like having to go slice something on my computer, drag and drop it to an SD card, walk over to the printer, plug in the SD card. It's just, you know, old. Even Ethernet is slow. Again, it's an STM32. How fast are you expecting it? Oh, I do have one. There we go. Look at that. I didn't have to raid my parts bin for anything on this printer. It's a goddamn miracle. Okay, covering the buddy box. Assembling the double spool holder. Ooh. Make sure I do it right. I don't want to be that guy who doesn't know how to put together a spool holder for a Prusa. I mean, who would mount this backwards? Who would accidentally mount this backwards? How would you mount this backwards? Okay. The filament guide. I'm actually going to put together the filament guide for this too. There's a filament guide. Does anyone ever actually use the filament guide? Where's the middle? There's the middle. Let's put together this filament guide. Why not? Okay, so you got these two little PTFE guides. They go in there. And you put some How do I keep losing those big M3? There we go. I can't remember if my Mark III I don't think my Mark III came with this. Printed when they released file. Oh, okay, so it was an add-on. Now they include it with this. That's cool. One screw fell on the floor. That's okay. I only need one. Oh, I see how this goes. Okay, so that goes on right there. Like that. There we go. That's it. Wait. Done. Time. It's alive. We will continue on it next stream. We will continue with it next stream. So I've got the sticker sheet and I've got the satin sheet. Put the sticker on it for now, because that way, if we screw it up during the setup, we don't screw up the satin sheet. There we go. So you got 1 minute. If you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, at the end of every stream, we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description, enter for your chance. Do this now. This is ABS though. Quick, hide the smoke. What? Not going to print it? No, I've got, the reason I started the stream early today, we got little guy's got a little appointment at 1, so I got to end the stream and bring him there, so got to milk it for, well, there's always going to be a wrap-up stream, so next stream will be the get it all calibrated in print stream, so. Okay, so if you didn't enter, you'll have another chance on Friday. You know what? We might wrap this up on Friday. We'll see. We'll see. We might wrap this up on Friday. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. I kind of want to do an easy stream Friday just because we've been building builds for a bit and, you know, pump the brakes for a second. Got to see if it passes. We'll figure, you know what? We'll figure it out Friday. Friday we'll do the calibration. Calibration's what for? And I got to start printing parts of the VZ bot. That's what I gotta do. Okay, whoop, whoop. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so this is a Prusa Mk4. Somebody give me a number between 1 and 4. I need a number between 1 and 4. $55 is not 4. 4 works. 2, 3, 4. Okay, round and round she goes. Where she stops, I don't know. But you'll get an email from me if you win after the stream ends with information to collect your Polymaker filament. Copper Thorn. Cooper Cooper. Cooper. 1 of 1. I like to see it. Congratulations. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So we're gonna call it there. I gotta run. I ran a little later than I wanted to, but you know, hey, it's built. The Mark IV is built. So that's what, part 3, are we at part 3? Part 3. So what, 10 hours? So I built this during streams. So I'm talking, we're doing, you know, we go on tangents. That's kind of how we roll. So 10 hours. If you bought one of these kits, you know, you knock it out in a weekend easily. And it's a super simple build. Like, I will always say I like building Prusas. So this is the 3rd Prusa I've built, the 2nd official Prusa. They just make a good kit. It's a fun kit to build. The instructions are very good. Goes together well. Kind of hard to screw up. Gummies, I don't like gummies. Take too long to chew. So yeah, so congrats Prusa. So next stream, either, I don't know if we'll do it Friday, but if not, next Tuesday will be the power it up for the first time properly, other than just a fan spin test. We'll go through the calibration and we'll start printing. So we're gonna call it there. I've got stuff to do. So again, shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream. Check out them in the link in the video description. Links for them and more, affiliate links. They don't cost anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. For those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. And I bought this with your money, so I don't need to shout out Prusa. So words and opinions are my own, yay! But that's always the case, because otherwise it's actually violating a bunch of Canadian FCC laws if you take a sponsored thing and you lie. There's actually rules against that, you know. Shilling ain't easy, actually. So yeah, we will call it there. I will see you Friday. I'll figure out what we're doing between now and then. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you later. Goodbye.